Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with some more War Thunder ground forces. Today we're actually doing one of those event modes, and this is the Defense of Brest Fortress. So it's Germany versus Russia, early war. Vehicle selection is limited to the specific time frame, so I decided to go with the Panzer III Ausf. They've finally started to add some simulator battle events, which is kind of nice. I just wish that they were a bit more permanent. I guess they really only last for, what, 24 hours? And then they switch up. Sometimes there are no tank events. And then sometimes there are. Sometimes they're sim, sometimes they're not. You know, so it's kind of disappointing, but when they do exist, they're quite fun because they're a lot more historical. And you generally have planes and tanks that actually fought in those battles, which is kind of what I'm looking for. I almost wish that this was the main game. Except that they would need to work on a few of the mechanics. Limitations of map markers and things like that. Their spawn's off in that direction. That guy seems to be going there. This map, I can't say is very popular. I know a lot of people seem to have an issue with it. Just the layout seems to be troublesome. But we're going to have to adapt. I haven't really figured it out yet. I'm not sure which way to approach. So there's obviously that guy in Foxtrot 3. Maybe he was just set on fire. I'm not sure. Somebody set a T-34 on fire. I see a tree sinking into the earth over there. Usually means somebody shot at it with something. Somebody, I think, in the fortress from the front. I am going to have to get used to the range on my 50mm. I haven't used this tank in a while. Contact Echo 5 and Fox 5. Yeah, I don't know. We've got some people golf too. Perhaps long range engaging. They might be fighting at the spawn. See how it's just kind of really open here? I don't like my situation to the left, because that's their spawn and they could come from that route. We could, of course, go all the way around the fortress and hit Alpha from maybe the D line. There's some hill cover over here which will conceal me from the left a little bit. And then there's, of course, the way into the fortress. Some of those markers are probably bots. This kind of depression here will keep us safe for a little bit unless somebody just speeds across the field. And I think their spawn is busy from the guys at Golf 2. Obviously, I came into this battle a little late. I'm gonna lose some concealment here. Contact in the center of the fortress. I wonder if they have any defenders at A. I saw that rock, I was like, almost looked like a T-34 turret. I'm gonna move closer to this hill so that I'm covered a little bit more on the left. Contact left. I'm not gonna have any type of gun depression from here, though. Again, it's that, you know, that mini map spotting that really gives away the position. And this is what people do. They play this whole mini-map game, you know. They just kind of watch it and wait for something to appear. And the second I pop up, I'll be revealed. Alright, multiple contacts. One's going left. I need to do some range finding with this gun. It's been a while. Okay, there's a turret over there. I think I'm going to try to pursue. We could switch to APCR, but might be able to come up on these guys and slam them with our first choice. Oh, watch that rock. Right in the back. I can barely see him. He's right there. That's his turret. Destroyed. Falling back. That was rough. Visibility was low, but we saw him on the mini-map. Again, totally different game without those markers. But now I've lost my cover. So we want to rely on speed to get to this hill. Got another contact up here, but what's going to happen is we're going to kind of go up this hill in reverse. And hello, sir. I'm going to switch to APCR because we're going to have an armor problem there. Obviously, I have this, which I might have to go through. See if he falls back after that. Looks like that did the trick. Might have some air support, though. Contact out in the field as well. I'm going to try to roll through the left side. This is tricky. I don't know if I can climb this in time to catch this guy. Don't try this at home. Set on fire. Take cover. And he's destroyed. Oh boy. All right. That was a little risky for me, but well worth it. Okay. Now, you know, generally I've been shooting at turrets a lot lately to, you know, to either destroy the guns or take out the gunner. In that situation, I could have done either or. I went for the engine. It was just kind of like, well, I think I can set him on fire with this APCR at this range. It's just one of those things where you got to make a decision. You know, next time I might want to try something a little different, if there's a next time. Because, you know, this tank's not going to have a lot of protection against something like that, so... Gonna go back to regular AP, just because it'll do a little bit more damage, and the load time on this gun is not so bad that we can't switch if we need to. Looks like we took out that target that was in the center. Capping Bravo. Well, I think it's best to go back and defend, because you don't know if anybody else is going to take care of the situation. If I can just figure out where the exit's at from this side. We have friendlies on the way to Bravo. At least 2. Oh, we lost our JU-87. I think we lost one of the guys heading towards Bravo. I wonder how many they've got there. Now we've got... Okay, I think... Are we secure? Stop capping. Okay, so we're secure. And retaking the objective. Good job. Alright, now, will they come direct from spawn? You know, we could try to cap, but if we try to cap, that's going to grab their attention. So what I'm going to do first is take up an overwatch position here and see if anything's rolling in from the spawn. We've got one guy at Fox 2, and we just lost somebody to a T-34. This has definitely been an interesting match so far. Not that many people in it, but I've never gone up here. I think this is where I called Artie on that one tank. Interesting little position. You've got some extra protection here, but they could still hit me. Can I look over this? No, it's going to interfere with the sight. Fighting at the spawn. Looks like the Panzer has eliminated the target. And I guess you can creep along this wall as well. Curious to see what's over here. Let's do a little bit of exploring. No, it's going to be dead end. Oh, these planes make me nervous. 2 friendlies at Alpha. I think I'm going to go assist over there. Let's get off this wall since we're probably distracting them at their base. See, again, to me, this is great. You know, I was talking about my love for simulator battles in War Thunder. While they're not perfect, this is, to me, so much more fun. Only downside is I'm playing this kind of late, and there aren't that many people in this match, but it's strangely relaxing. We're taking Alpha, so what's going to happen is I'm going to kind of roll in to intercept anything that goes in between, kind of like the guy that's at Echo 3. They probably won't need me at this point, but you never know. Somebody's alive, or the game would have ended by now. We've eliminated 2 targets. One, I believe, was a T-34, the other a BT-7. And, you know, to me, that's already been a good day. And Russians have lost another tank. If anything, they're probably moving to intercept the cap point now. Can I climb up this? There's going to be a wall on that side, so let's not do that. I hear some shooting. I'm going to move this way. That way, if they are rolling for the objective, maybe we can catch them on the side. But I don't see anything. Once again, don't try this at home. Just kind of skirting that line to see if I can spot anything. And it doesn't seem like it. A MiG-3 shot down by a Stug. Oh, I would have liked to seen that. Especially an A. And that's it. They lost all their vehicles. Good job, team. Interesting little matchup that we had there. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how we did. Although, as I mentioned in my last video, I haven't really been too concerned with the scoreboard in this game. Or any game for that matter, as of late. I'm trying to really just find new ways to enjoy my games. And I think the best way to do that is just play it my way and not be concerned with what this thing here says. You can see that we got 2 kills and 0 deaths. We actually didn't take any fire, nothing that hit us anyway. And speaking of taking fire, I realized a few days ago, finally, I had no idea about this, but you actually get points for taking damage. And I'm not talking about like a steel wall achievement from World of Tanks for bouncing shots. I'm talking about if you're getting hit, whether you're bouncing or taking the actual damage, you're getting rewarded points for that. I find that to be absolutely ridiculous in any of the game modes, and I would like to push for its removal, at the very least from simulator battles. I don't know how many other people agree, but I don't think you should really be rewarded for that kind of gameplay. I think that's just encouraging bad behavior, especially in a simulated battlefield. But I guess that's another reason that I and others are ending up either in the middle or the bottom of the list in games where you've survived and not taken hits. To me, this was a successful engagement. We did some hunting. We snuck around. We used some good tactics on that T-34. I tend to usually beat myself up over using 1 respawn. So even though I have 2 or 3 respawns, depending on the size of the tank, I tend to get upset if I die once. That's just me being hard on myself. I'm my own worst critic. I know that. That'll always be the case. But, you know, to me, this is just a fantastic game. Staying alive, doing some damage, helping the team. And even if we didn't directly help the team take out a target, we know that our tactics were leaning towards doing the right thing, such as when we were going back to defend the base. Even though we didn't get there in time and somebody else took care of the job, it was the right thing to go back there just in case, and then go up towards the enemy point and then try to assist. Even though we didn't see any action, it was still the right thing. And that's how I create personal victories. I reward myself. It's not necessarily going to make you rich, but I think that if a lot more people kept an open mind to that style of play, then communities just might have a larger sense of camaraderie, you know, like they used to. That's what it was all about. I mean, games back in the day, they just had like a simple scoreboard. You didn't have detailed statistics. People weren't stat whores. You didn't get anything. You bought your game for 40 bucks. And, you know, at the end, it was like a kill-death ratio. And that was it, really. Simple as that. And I was like, all right, man, good game. Peace out. And, you know, there are games that are still like that. But now it's more about getting an achievement, unlocking something, ranking up. And I think in a way that may have hurt games quite a bit. Because now we're seeking some sort of recognition for what we've done. Where we're just not satisfied with winning anymore. We're not satisfied for working as a team to complete an objective. And so that's, I think, why I like doing community battles, because there's nothing rewarded there. It's just the satisfaction of having a fantastic game with like-minded individuals. But anyways, ladies and gents, with all of that said, I really hope you enjoyed today's War Thunder Ground Forces footage. A lot more coming up, so stay tuned, and thank you so much for joining me. I will definitely see you on the next one.